Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, enjoy watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It was April 2007 and my birthday was just around the corner. Most of my family had already told me what gifts to expect, like a brand new Wii with some video games to go with it. But my grandmother? She didn't say a word about what she was planning to give me. Now, my grandmother was always a bit of a mystery. She wasn't much of a talker, but when she did speak, she had this way of telling stories that were both creepy and captivating. This time, she simply mentioned that she had a book for me. She didn't let me see it, or give me any clue about what it was about. When my birthday finally came, I was surrounded by my family, tearing open gifts from everyone. When I reached my grandmother's present, I opened it up to find a book with a strange symbol, a pentagram etched into its cover. I didn't think much of it at the time. I was too young to understand what the shape meant or why it might be significant. But the moment I touched that book, everything suddenly went black. The next thing I knew, I was waking up to my family gathered around me, looking worried. My mom was angrily confronting my grandmother, demanding to know why she gave me that book. I turned to look at my grandmother, and there was something different in her eyes. A cold, unsettling darkness that sent shivers down my spine. That night, as I settled into bed, I started off having a pretty pleasant dream, the kind that makes you feel all warm and safe. But suddenly something startled me awake. I sat up, glancing around my room, and at first everything seemed normal. Then, out of nowhere, I saw it. A shadowy figure standing in my doorway, just watching me. This wasn't a case of sleep paralysis because I could move my arms and legs, which made it all the more terrifying. This was real. As the figure stepped closer, I squinted to make out its features, and then I noticed it, a lock of gray hair. That's when the horrifying truth hit me. It was my grandmother. I screamed and bolted out of bed, but she reached out, grabbed me, and threw me back. I noticed she was holding something in her hand, but I couldn't quite see what it was. Desperate, I grabbed one of my old toys, a gift from years before, and hurled it at her. She fell to the ground, giving me just enough time to rush out of the room screaming for my parents. My parents didn't waste a second. They called the police immediately. When the officers arrived, they listened to my story and took my grandmother away. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. See you soon.